Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Just Be Me. Today I'm going to share a story with you guys, and it's going to be the story of the time I was kidnapped by my Uber driver. No Uber drivers were harmed in the making of this video. Here's how it goes. So one day I get a text from my friend saying, hey, wanna chill? So I'm like, cool, I'm down. So I text back, I'm like, yeah, okay, let me get ready, give me a few minutes. So we agreed on a time to get to the local theater, and I'm like, wait, I don't have a ride. So like, I didn't have a ride to get to the theater. So I was on my own, my parents weren't around, and I don't have my own car yet. So the normal thing for me to do was to call an Uber. So I requested an Uber, put in all my information, and the person said that they would arrive in the next 5 minutes. They texted me like 5 minutes later, and when I got the text, it said that the person had an old car on their account and that they would be in a new car, so I should look out for a blue Toyota. So I'm like, cool, I'll look out for a blue Toyota. So me being all scaredy cat and whatever, I didn't exactly put in the place where I live. I put in a public place that was very close to where I live, and many of y'all know it as Walmart. So I was like, yeah, it's safer over there for him to meet me over there. So I get out the house, I'm walking to Walmart, and I'm looking around for a blue Toyota. I don't see one. I'm looking for a person who's like coming out of the exit. I don't see anybody coming out matching the description of the car. So all of a sudden I'm like walking, and I turn to my right, and I see a person waving like this, like, hey, come here. And I'm like, oh cool, this must be my Uber driver. So I walk up to the car. So I'm like, hey, are you my Uber driver? And he's like, yeah, come in the car, you good? I'm like, okay, like, this nigga looks shady. He's dressed in like he just came from work, you know, a mechanic outfit. I don't exactly know what you call it, a jumpsuit, I guess. So he dressed in that. So I'm like, okay, maybe he just came from work and like this is his second job. So I wasn't judging or nothing. And he had his phone in his hand like he was gonna put in the address, you know, to go where I had to go. So I get in the car and I'm like, okay. Then he gets a phone call and he's like, hello? Yeah, what you want? No, I'm busy, I'm taking somebody somewhere. Okay, I'll talk to you later. No, I have to go to Publix after this. So I'm like waiting for him to like, let's go. And so we finally pull out the parking lot, and we're headed to our destination. He's like, where are you going again? And I'm like, I put this inside of the Uber request when I sent it. And he was like, oh my bad, I forgot, but where are you going again? So I told him where I was going, and then he was like, alright. So while I'm in the car, I'm getting a text from my Uber driver, and I'm like, who is this? Like, whose car did I just get into? And in the text he was like, where are you? I'm here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, whose car did I just get into? So I'm scared out of my mind. I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna die? So like, we're still driving, like we're going where we're supposed to go. And he's like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Let me know if you want me to come get you, or let him drop you off and I'll come pick you up. I'm like, it's okay, like he's going the right way, so maybe I'll just let him drive. So while we're in the car, he's trying to make small talk with me, talking about, hey, what's your name? So is that your real hair? Where do you work? Do you go to school? Stuff like that. And I'm just like giving him false information because I don't trust nobody. Like, I don't even know you. You're not even my real Uber driver, and you're not even attractive. Anyway, So he was like doing that, and I was like trying to mind my own business, pretending like I'm on the phone. You know, y'all girls do this. And then we finally make it to our destination after like 10 minutes of driving, and I was so happy. He was like, where you want me to put you off? And I'm like, right here is good. Right here is great. And he's like, okay. I'm like, wait, what do I have to pay you? He's like, nothing, you're good. He's like, oh, you're blessed, I'm your angel. And I'm like, okay, good for me. And I'm thinking to myself while I'm getting out of the car, was this a blessing in disguise? Like, was my kidnapper a blessing? I didn't have to pay like 12 bucks. 12 bucks saved in my pocket, okay. But yeah, so I was just like, what just happened? Like, did I really just get kidnapped? Like, what's going on? So when I get there, I make sure to call up my real Uber driver to tell him that I made it there safely, tell him that everything's okay. And he was like, well, you know, if you need a ride back home after you're done, I got you for the free. And I was like, yes. And he's like, and anytime you need a ride in the Miami area, I got you. So I was like, should I be scared? Should I be mad? Should I be upset? Or should I be really happy that this happened to me? This is crazy. So now, after this kidnapping, I got my own personal Uber driver. Okay. I just want to thank God for sparing my life that day, because Lord knows what could have happened. Like, he could have took me to his home. He could have took me to God knows where. But he took me to the place I wanted to go safely, and I didn't have to pay. Isn't God good? And I feel that I made a smart move that day by not putting in my real address, because he could have knew where I lived and came back to where I lived when he realized that I gave him false information. My word of advice to everyone using Ubers, taxis, Lyfts, buses, any type of transportation service, just make sure to be observant of everything, to be alert about your surroundings, and make sure to pay attention to detail, because y'all don't want to go through what I went through, because it could have went and turned a different way rather than being a more positive thing. And that was my story time video of the time where I was kidnapped by my Uber driver. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Hold up. Did you think I forgot? Remember, y'all, just be you, because that's the only thing you could do, boo.